But definitely the volume shift is something you gotta, like, really analyze, and I think when you review Bookmap, really look into those things. That's why the past few weeks I've been telling you, like, when you rewatch Bookmap, look at the volume, look at the CVD, exactly how we're reviewing right now. Do that because that volume shift is gonna start to become more obvious to you in real time.
But yeah,
But I agree with you. The volume shift is hard to see when you're first trying to catch it.
and then the whole zooming in and zooming out thing kind of throws me off sometimes because, like right now, you're zoomed in and you can see some pretty big volume bars, but like you zoom out and those things look flat.
Yep, I agree with that too. Yeah. That's why when it's coming down into my key level, damn, I can't find my chart for the 21st. When it's coming down into my key level, I'm more zoomed in than I am zoomed out.
Yeah, I think I am now too.
I don't know where the fuck my chart is.
I haven't even been seeing that many outliers, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither.
True.
My eyes don't even look for them the same way.
Yeah, I don't put those lines on anymore. I notice.
I guess this one works. Oh, fuck. Anyone take trades on the 21st?
Is that Wednesday?
Uh, oh, I realized that wasn't mine. What? That one's mine. That one, I don't know whose it is. 21. I don't know what day that was actually.
Yeah, it was Wednesday. No, I didn't take a trade.
Alright. I took 3 trades and I revenge traded this day. And I put here old habits creeping in again.
Yeah.
So here you can even consider this here a reclaim level retest. On this pullback to VWAP plus yesterday's low, I wonder if there was a low SVP there. I mean, yeah, low SVP.
This was that day where at 7 o'clock, like a couple of minutes after the news, that was that crazy spike.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
see
yeah.
it. Was there 645 news? Nope.
That was
Damn,
no, just 7:30 and 8.
I had a short. Oh, this was the short bias I had because I think I had pointed this out how we had made a higher low in pre-market, which was this was the one I was comparing to your 50% fib, Gabriel,
Oh
where I
yeah,
was
yeah,
full.
yeah.
But rather than forcing shorts, I should have been looking at how this reclaims yesterday's low and then pulls back and holds and takes off. I think this entry here is the, the good setup. Because down here, I don't really have a key level to base anything off of.
Yeah.
59.26. Was that it? 640. This is the 2, 4, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42. So this is it right here. I guess that is the low SVP kind of. So right here did we break yet? Yeah, right here we broke above yesterday's. Oh, that's still early. What am I doing? So here we have a bunch of selling trying to push down, but it's not breaking lower. It pops up there. 27. So here, the fact that all this selling is occurring right here, plus it's a low SVP node down here, 20, 22s, 21s. You can consider that a low SVP. We break above 26. Now I want to see a hold of 26 to take this long. That's tough though. I thought it was. I don't know why I thought it was gonna go down here. I don't think it does. Damn, does it just go? No limit orders. Oh, this thing takes off. There's no entry there for me. I don't know how I would have traded this day. Cause 7 a.m. news, I wouldn't try longing this pullback.
You actually took this one or no?
No, I was forcing shorts over here. I'm just looking to see if there was any opportunity, but this one's kind of hard.
Oh.
I mean, maybe a short after the news.
Do you have that info?
I think so. The action was tough this day. Look at how the bubbles got smaller. That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean that retest of these limit orders.
Dude, that news candle made the bubbles look nasty.
59.38 is my 30-minute pre-market supply. Limit orders appear here at 59.40.
Look at the COB climbing. 59.40.
COB?
Yeah, the limit orders.
I'm still struggling with like reading the same confirmations for the short side.
I don't know. That's crazy.
I think because we've been trending upward the past month. Seeing the shorts is a little harder for me.
And then, does it keep rallying after this or what?
Can you not see this chart?
Yeah, I can't. I don't know what candle they're on though.
Oh, we're after this big ass news candle. We're like over here.
So 36.
I don't know. This one was hard.
But you can see the green CVD line consolidating instead of making higher highs, and then it drops.
Yeah, that is very true. On this specific pop here, look at how CVD barely popped up at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not seeing the bigger picture when I'm live. Not necessarily live trading, but just trading. Because I'm not like zoomed out enough where I don't know why I'm thinking longs after the spike, but then it's like there's a whole supply zone right there.
I mean, anything could happen. It's just determine whether you see the confirmations or not.
Like around 50.
One super helpful thing when I do zoom out is when say how you said, oh, you seen this spike and then it made you want to be long.
Mhm.
Uh, when that spike after that spike happens, I'll zoom out like this to see like is CBD making a higher low? Is it making a higher high? Like to kind of guide me in where the market's trying to go.
Could you go back to that spike? I want to see it play out again.
That was nasty.
Not the big one, the little one, the one after the big one. Yeah, the one with the at the 59.40. Because let me see. Yeah, play it from there.
To me,
Zoomed in or here?
I saw that as like the low SVP node, and I was like, oh, it's gonna go long. Like it's not gonna push under that volume, which clearly I was wrong.
That's why don't only rely on the low SVP node. That was a mistake I was making myself.
Besides, look at all the nodes. How are you gonna pick the right one?
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
weird. But I need to see that how this spike is. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Mm, Would you say? Would you say this? No, it's not. I was gonna say because like if you thought this was gonna go higher, whenever it spikes like that, you want to see how quick it gets sold off into. You know, because hasn't Carmine said that or something like that?
Say that again though.
Like when that little spike it rallied into 59.40, you want to see how quickly sellers step in and drop price rather than
Saying that if they're fast, then it's a short.
yeah, if they're fast, then that means the buyers got aren't as strong as they appear, and
Yeah. I
is that a thing?
yeah, because if buyers were strong, they would hold kind of like hold the price up a little longer. Where in this case, sellers just almost sweep it down.
Yeah, I've heard Carmine say something like that, so I've been trying to pay attention to that too, but I can't really see it clearly that well yet.
I do know what you're talking about, but yeah, I haven't fully.
Like the only
I
time
just
I would suggest a long from an aggressive push like that is if it pushed past the key level.
yeah.
And then I would be like, okay, maybe buyers want it above this key level, so I'm gonna wait for the retest and then take it long.
See, what would have made me get long here, Eloy, is if it would have popped the way it popped up here, but then I would have wanted buyers to support it down here, not down here.
Mm,
Because this is my key level, and it also aligns with the trend line I have. So the fact that uh, sellers held price beneath this area is not a long signal to me. Now, if it would have popped up and then got stuck here, and I seen buyers supporting this, then I would consider longing,
Mm.
targeting this high a day over here. But since sellers were aggressively holding us underneath this, that's not bullish to me. Even though, yeah, we may have pre-market high here and it could hold there, it's not necessarily a key level that I want to be relying on. Because now that I'm looking at this, that low SVP node that you said you've seen aligns with this pre-market high. So maybe that did be what made you want to take this long. But the fact that we rejected this 30-minute supply is a red flag for longs to me. But this day was a little hard for me. I mean, overall, I was overtrading. Yeah, I don't got anything
this
else here.
you're
What?
gonna no, I was just gonna say the CVD line is a clear indicator for me that it's bearish.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the pop into 5934 here actually could be a good short.
Oh yeah.
Here it is actually. Aggressive buying trying to pop up. Look at all this buying here that's trying to rally the market. Oh, what is CBD doing here?
Struggling.
Yeah, it's trying to make higher highs, but it hasn't even got above
That peak.
this, I think. Yeah, that peak.
It looks bullish though.
Yeah. But these limit orders are a really good sign here for holding price down.
Especially at a key level. Around a key level.
Does it not tap it? It has to, right? Look at CBD. What the fuck? I'm confused right
What are you waiting for?
I want to see if it pops up again. Oh, it does. And look at how CBD isn't making higher highs.
Even though it's
Pop up.
1600.
Yeah. I thought it popped up to this again. I guess it does. Sell it. All right, I'm gonna switch it.
We pretty much went over my trade on Thursday already.
What's the 22nd?
Yeah.
It was this retest of yesterday's low. Huh?
Yeah.
Did you take a trade on this day, Eloy?
Yeah, I took 2 losses. I be on like
Were you short?
yeah. I shorted the first one at 637. That was pretty early, damn. I even wrote news was at 6:45. I should have stayed sidelined. and then I took a long at 714.
637, you went short. What was your reason for shorting?
I'm looking it up right now. Oh, because there was like a big drop earlier. At the open, there was a huge drop from 65 to like 42. And then I thought, oh yeah, right there. And so I thought that little pickup, that little rally was just cleaning up some of the limit orders that it fell past too quick. So I thought it was going to come down again. I entered at 58.55.
At what time exactly?
637.56. Even if I was, my short would have been correct. I'm looking at it as like a late entry. Oh yeah, and I got stopped right then at that spike at 55.
Look at how here there's more limit orders holding price up than there is rejecting price here. Like the stack of limit orders is more of a bullish signal down here than the stack of sell orders up here. Also, I think CVD is making higher lows. Yeah, look at how on this drop we make a low, it pops up, and then when it pulls back, it's making a higher low. I want to see volume. And when it comes down here, the reaction at these limit orders could be a red flag for your shorts.
And yeah, I even entered like on that first spike, there was like a low volume node, which is what I was like looking at.
See the way this gets bought up here? Look at how the buying shifts. Or they were selling, like kind of weak selling, but the buying is like kind of giving us more buy signal than those sell signals.
And just compare the green bars to the red bars too.
Yeah. Like even if you didn't see this part, just looking over here, like the buying looks stronger as far as how the bars are climbing up compared to like yeah, there's groups of selling slightly, but the buying bars are higher than the selling bars.
While CVD is making higher lows, higher highs.
Yep. For this one, I'd say and look at how aggressive the buying also was in pre-market. You're kind of going against the trend almost by shorting here.
Yeah, I know. And just looking at that zoomed out looks makes sense. Where I was assuming the direction was going down, but it's like, well, overall the direction was just going up. That was like a small correction at the open.
Yeah. And when you like just based off of the setups I'm looking for, I had said the reclaim level retest, so it bounced off the 1 hour demand. I'm kind of repeating myself from earlier, but it bounced off the 1 hour demand, reclaims yesterday's low, and as it pulls back, it holds yesterday's low and it takes off to the upside. So contextually, looking at shorts here didn't really make sense.
But what do I know?
I might have been trying to short too. What date is this? 23? 22. Reclaim level retest.
You gotta start talking like Ian, bro, and end all your sentences with, but what do I know?
What do I know? I think that was probably the best. Gabriel's long was the best setup. I mean, there was a short up here, but I was trying
already-
long over here.
We already went through that long anyways, so
Yesterday was there a setup? I don't even
apparently I
remember.
thought there was.
yesterday. I usually remember. Oh, that was when you tried. Oh yeah.
It's just based off the 50% fib. That's literally it. And plus VWAP was there too. So I thought,
Yeah.
oh, double confirmations, but I wasn't paying attention to order flow really, which is my mistake. Also, I was really greedy that day. I got like crazy greedy for some reason.
He was like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. But what do I know?
What do I know?
Hell yeah, dude.
Get all this aggressive buying at the pre-market. That's heavy. And going into the open. Eli, didn't you try a long here somewhere?
Yeah, I tried along at 643 at 57.92.
The idea was there. It was just early.
Damn, I know, man.
What price is that? 57.85. You said 92, Eli?
Yeah, with the stop of
On this
88.
spot here?
Yeah, my stop was 88 when it came to it.
Was it this low SVP node?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because where all the volume is
Yeah.
after the low SVP is where I try to make my stop, but it's kind of weird to try to set a stop in like heavy SVP volume. So that was just like, not that it's weird. That's probably not even just a good approach to take for your stops.
Yeah, I would do it using the limit orders for sure.
I'm like
If there
realizing
is
to.
any.
I'm like
Or you could
realizing.
use the bottom of a wick candle.
Every review, I'm like, oh, I figured it out.
You were still short here, Gabriel? See, look at all these limit orders holding price here. And this is boom, comes down into the limit order. I can't see the shift here in oh, there we go. So, Eli, say you would have been a little more patient and you waited for this 85, the resistance of this pre-market high. And now we make it also aligns with the low SBP node here, plus limit orders stacked up here. We have aggressive sell, well, tried to be aggressive selling coming in, but you can see more buying volume still in control than selling. On this pullback, CBD is making higher lows. Now, right here, that idea of the shift in buyers, you know, it starts to happen like right here, and you can see the cluster of buyers happening. Oh, what the fuck happened to this? Why did it go back so? Look at how the buying is starting to step in here, right there. And then if you see a pop, did we already get one pop? Yeah, we could consider this one pop almost. Oh, but we consolidate here for a bit. Oh
There's
shit, that pop. Yeah. And look at how on that pop, aggressive selling tried to step in, yet the limit order still held that. That's super
and how,
bullish.
yeah, and how quickly they held it too.
Yeah.
It was like a spike up.
And you actually get multiple chances here because we consolidate in this area for a bit. Pulls back down, limit orders are still there. This one appears. You wouldn't even have to be long. You could say this is the pop first. I would be having FOMO. I would, if I wasn't in, I would want to see a pullback into this limit order, 57.88.
Ooh, does it do it? Oh, perfect.
Limit orders stacked up, and look at this pop.
Oh my god. That was clean. Why didn't you catch that one?
Because I had taken too many losses. I was scared. Oh shit!
It's still held, still holding.
Yo,
So would your stop be below 85?
yeah, for sure.
You're losing money right now. Okay. The reclaim of VWAP so quickly is good too.
Yeah.
It's like VWAP's not even there. It's just
You
crazy
had
how
like
a shitload of churns. It's just
three,
crazy
right?
how It's crazy how you just have to see all the tiny details in this.
Yeah. But this aggressive selling here that didn't get bought up is such a good signal for
Indicator.
long.
Yeah.
And then the limit orders appear again at 88.
Damn.
You still could not be in yet and have a good chance. Oh, now they disappeared.
Prices making higher lows, higher
Takes
highs.
off. Once they disappeared, it took off. Breaks it. That was a good long there.
That was.
Eli, did you see that shift though in buyers?
I'm seeing it now.
That was the best setup of the day, I think. I don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
have the rest of the candles after this.
Goes all the way to 58.42. Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful long.
But you have to sit through pullbacks, though.
I think here I would probably target high a day with the 807. If not VWAP.
Unless you're trading on multiple contracts.
Done
Damn,
for the
dude.
week.
Size down
I
a little bit.
know.
That's all I got though.
That's a good one. Perfectly at 11.
Oh shit, that's crazy. What are you guys working on next week?
I'm paying attention
Me?
to
I'll go for
CVD.
that.
I just need to list. I'm gonna start watching CVD and limit orders more than I have been.
And Valium.
The volume I do already look at, I just haven't figured it out yet. But I definitely I got to step that up. But like the CVD, like the stuff we were talking about today, where like the way it makes higher highs, higher lows, or when it's what do we call it? Stagnant, when it's just going sideways, choppy. Like
Consolidating?
yeah, when it's consolidating. Like I never paid attention. Or I don't know how to read that. Like I'd be in trades where it's consolidating, and I'm like, okay, like I don't know if it's gonna go in my favor or not.
That's where order flow steps in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still,
like if you see CVD consolidating, but there's limit orders holding price, that's a good sign. And then if volume starts to support your thesis, that's an even better, that's the entry signal there. So like you could almost put it in that order, like, okay, what's CVD doing? Then what is limit order supporting my thesis? And then is volume supporting that on top of it? Yeah. That's kind of how I see it.
What I need to learn on is just trying to figure out which low value node is the correct one. That's I've been struggling with the low value nodes.
Yeah, I feel that. For me, it's one trade a day only, win or lose. That's my biggest battle again right now. And then I want to really keep an eye on those setups that I mentioned, the trapped buyers, reclaim level retest, and momentum continuation. It's kind of hard for me to like really break it down to you guys because I don't really fully. I feel like I need more examples to show you guys how it works.
Hey, did you post those in the trade setups, or are they just in the main chat?
Oh, I didn't put it in the setups. In the trading playbook. I'll put it in the trading playbook.
All right.
I'm gonna find more examples that I have. I'm gonna review some more trades of mine. Because yeah, I think that helps with seeing the structure better. Um, but I'll explain that more as we move forward. But yeah, that I want to focus on that more, finding those setups, and then one trade max, and there was something else. Oh yeah, like for the whole week, like I don't want to try chasing trades or like trying to trade every single day. Like I just want to study the results of my discipline. Like really see like okay, I traded one day this day and I won, and then I traded one day the next day, and if it was a loss, like really see the results of like by trading one day one by taking one trade only, it limits my losses for the week because I
Yeah,
forget that. But it's back to the same discipline I got to keep working on.
all of us got to work on a bunch of stuff.
But for sure, Eloy, I would say CVD, limit orders, volume on Bookmap, those
Try
three
that.
things right.
Try that checklist out.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
screenshotted it.
I'm gonna do that too. Actually, I'm gonna write that. That's really it, though.
Sounds good.
Tight.
Make
So
next week. Monday's off.
next week, yeah, Monday's off, so I don't know how that's gonna impact Tuesday. We shall
Tuesday
see.
might. Tuesday, we'll see. Yeah.
And
All right.
Trump might say some crazy shit this weekend.
Can't wait.
Yeah, man.
Apparently, he's putting a 50% tariff again on Europe, so that kind of made Bitcoin drop.
Damn, that's crazy.
But
It's gonna be a
we'll
wild one.
see.
All right.
So they locked in.
Yep.
Peace.
All day.
All right,
Peace
y'all.
out. See ya.
Peace.